If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night, unable to move, if you felt a shadow standing next to your bed, watching you, then you know what sleep paralysis feels like. Today, you'll hear 3 real stories from people who've come face to face with it. Some say it's just the brain glitching. Others believe it's a doorway to something darker. You'll decide what to believe. This is a new chapter in our series, When Sleep Paralysis Becomes Reality. Let's begin. He lived alone. No one ever knocked on his door. No one ever called his name. No one, except the voices. Mark had just moved into an old house on the outskirts of Denver that spring. The place was cheap, with character. His realtor called it a fixer-upper. Mark would have called it a coffin with windows. The first few nights were quiet, but on the 4th night, something changed. He woke up, but couldn't move. His entire body felt like it was set in concrete. Not a single sound escaped him. Only his eyes. Only they could move. Through the crack in the bedroom door, he saw a shadow. A tall figure stood silently at the doorway. It didn't move. It just stood there. Then came the voice. "Mark, open up." The voice sounded familiar but warped, like it was coming through a broken radio. He wanted to scream, but couldn't. He wanted to run, but his body betrayed him. And then the door began to open. Slowly. He shut his eyes, prayed, hoped it was all just a dream. When he woke up in the morning, everything looked normal. But there was a long, deep scratch on the door. He hadn't made it. The next night, again. Sleep paralysis. Same shadow. But this time, there were 2 more behind it. "Mark, you called us. We came." After the 3rd night, he didn't sleep for 3 days. Then he gave in, fell asleep, and never woke up at home again. They found him a week later, sitting on the floor of a motel room, eyes wide, empty, and a note: "If they knock, don't answer." Lena moved into a new house in St. Petersburg to start afresh. The house was old, with high ceilings and creaky floors. From day 1, she felt uneasy, attributing it to fatigue. The first week passed quietly, but on the 8th night, Lena awoke in the middle of the night, unable to move. Her body was paralyzed. Only her eyes could move. Whispers emanated from beyond the wall. "Lena, can you hear us?" The voices were soft yet distinct, seeming to come from within the wall itself. Lena's heart pounded, but she couldn't scream. The next morning, she found strange marks on the wall, resembling handprints. She tried to wipe them off, but they remained. Each night, the whispers grew louder, and the paralysis lasted longer. One night, she heard, "We are near. Open the door." Lena decided to set up a camera to record the events. In the footage, at 3 a.m., her bedroom door slowly opened, revealing a dark figure behind it. After that, Lena left the house and never returned. He woke up at 3:18 a.m. The alarm clock was off. The room was completely silent. But something felt wrong. Andrei instantly realized he couldn't move. He'd experienced sleep paralysis before, but this time was different, much worse. He was lying on his back. His eyes were open. He could hear water dripping, or maybe it was just in his head. But the real horror started when he glanced toward the corner of the room. There was a man, tall, too tall. His legs looked stretched, unnatural, and he just stood there, silent, motionless. in pitch blackness. But Andre knew. He was staring straight at him. Then he heard it. "You know who I am." The whisper wasn't loud, but it cut into his brain like it was spoken inside his head. Andre tried to scream, tried to shut his eyes. Nothing, not even a breath. "You forgot," the shadow hissed, "but I'm still here." Then the figure started walking, step by step, slowly, toward the bed. The floor creaked beneath him, but made no sound. Only the stare, cold, dead. Then a loud snap. Silence. He blinked, and the figure was gone. Andre jumped up, drenched in sweat, his heart pounding in his ears. But the corner was empty. He never figured out if it was a dream or something else. But 3 days later, it happened again. And ever since, he falls asleep every night watching that same corner, afraid he'll see the shadow again. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this story, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more chilling tales. And if you ever walk past an old house at night, remember, you've been warned.